Welcome to the podcast studio. We're here today with artist, DJ, techno fanatic, Æmma. Welcome.
Thank you.
How are you doing?
It feels really strange and good. Of course, it was a long time ago since we spoke.
Yes,
And,
it's almost a year now.
Exactly, and what a year!
It's
like
a crazy year.
I think we all can agree on that. I'm not gonna be. Yeah, it's not worth mentioning. We all know, but yeah.
And last time we met was in January,
Yes,
right?
Yes.
And at that time, you had just moved into a new studio, and we were talking about the future, and in
the bright, beautiful future with my new studio in place.
And at that time, we didn't know what was going to happen this year, but it's been so much stuff happening. What happened after our last meeting? Could you tell me a little bit?
Yeah, I actually get like goosebumps just by thinking of it, because it's been so intense and horrifying as well, of course. But because because of course after we had our last session, just few hours after, a bomb exploded, just wall to wall to the studio and blew everything out. So
that's crazy.
Of course, the kind of irony as well in sitting there and just like, finally I'm ready to start work. Now I'm gonna just like trailblazing and have my time here and just put in the hours in becoming a producer as I have wished for so long, and really develop my skills with the right preconditions. And then that happens, and you kind of go like, universe, what is this about? Like, what are you trying to tell me? And then everything that followed on that complete personal crisis, of course, with having so much work just being blown up literally. And the fact that I had left just half an hour before the bomb blew up. And that was because we had the interview, because normally I sit there quite late. So it's like so many emotions going on, and everything that's been ruined, what followed afterward, a situation like that. In just like organization and managing both emotions and everything practical that comes with cleaning up so much ruined stuff, and so much paperwork, and so much questions you don't have an answer to, and not questions you don't even know exist before they kind of fall upon you, of insurance companies and police, and so
wow.
Crazy
So
stuff.
To explain to the listeners, it was actually a literal bomb exploded in the facility where you have your studio.
Exactly.
And that meant that your gear was destroyed, right?
Yes.
And you didn't
the
have
walls,
any studio
the
anymore.
Rooms, everything was blown up. And in a good way, if we talked about stoicism before, that kind of entered the stoicism world, is that it was in a way good that the bomb exploded so close to soundproof studios, because studio rooms are made to absorb shock waves.
True.
So it feels like our rooms kind of saved the whole building. So in that case, it was a really good thing that it happened. But unfortunately, that meant a lot of work for us.
Yes.
But I try to kind of think it that way as well. And then of course, just a few weeks later, the corona hit, and with everything that followed with that, and I wasn't even recovered from the first crisis before you entered another crisis.
Right.